It's a new month, and that means we have a new hero of the month in Empires and Puzzles. What's up, everyone? I'm Lion Roar, and we just got Gladius. So, of course, I'm going to do a full breakdown and give him a grade. But first, download Dungeon Hunter 6, a mobile free-to-play action RPG game where you play as a bounty hunter in a stunning dark fantasy open world. Play as a mage, warrior, assassin, monk, or zephyr, customize your own weapons, and summon companions to aid you in battle. Use the link in the description to start playing now on iOS or Android, and see you hopefully soon. Alright, so happy 7th anniversary Empires and Puzzles. The hero of the month for February 2024 is going to be Gladius. And he is a ranger, not one of the best classes, not one of the worst classes. But taking a look at his art, which I think is pretty cool, yeah, it makes sense that he's a ranger. That fits. He's got a couple passives here. Resist special skill blocking. This character has an innate resistance against status ailments that block special skills. And I like passives like this because people are going to forget about them and then wonder why they're not able to stifle a hero like Gladius. He has another passive here, mana on enemy defense buff. This character gains 10% mana when an enemy receives a status effect buff that affects defense. This effect can activate only once per turn. So that's kind of cool. I mean, you know, in games like this, speed is the name of the game, and the faster you can use your special skills, the more likely you are to win. So, you know, this creates a nice little niche strategy, too, when you go up against teams that have that buff. You know that you're probably going to be able to set the special off more, which is kind of interesting. Taking a look at the base stats here, I mean, I've been playing this game a long time, and to see stats like this, like, I just remember back in the day when you got a hero that had anything over 700 attack, and it would be barely over, like 714. You'd be like, that is one of the most powerful heroes in the game. So to see 929 is absolutely ridiculous, and I don't even have the max power preview on. I'll turn that on in a moment. But it's 929 attack, 875 defense, and 1577 HP. That's pretty good HP. The defense is fine. Obviously, this guy's meant to be an attacker, so the attack stat is higher with the max power preview on. So if you want to just max the whole thing out, you get 1254 attack, 1183 defense, and 2075 HP. You also get the attack up boost over here. At the start of each battle, this hero gets plus 20% attack for 6 turns. And if they have the defense buff and you can get them to go off early and often, that's actually kind of cool. That can do a lot of damage. I'm going to turn that back off just so we can look at him like normal. I don't know that a lot of people are necessarily going to limit break him, but you could. Depends on how new you are to the game, how many heroes you have, if you happen to get him for free or not. But that kind of has to do with what you think about the special, which is Hunter's Instinct. It is fast. I like fast heroes. You know what I think about speed in this game if you watched my videos before. The faster, the better. It's really hard for average, slow, and very slow to do well unless they have like game-ending types of skills. Hunter's Instinct. This special skill never misses its targets. That's interesting. It deals 500% damage to the target. So he's a very, a pretty high damage sniper. However, in this day and age, snipers need to do a whole lot more than just direct damage. So what does he do? He marks the target for 3 turns. Whenever a marked target dodges, they gain a stack, a max of 10. Each stack increases all damage the target receives by 5%. There are situations where this is good. There are situations where this is bad. Where it's good is something where you've got a long timer going, or like multiple, like, let's say a big boss round where you just have like multiple like waves potentially early on, and then you just got to hammer away at bosses until you get rid of them, and you can really allow the stacks to work in your favor. But in just PvP, like war and raid and things like that, sometimes those matches go so fast you don't really get to benefit from the stacks. The stacks can be really slow, so even though his special is fast, sometimes the effect of the damage increase is too slow. So I honestly don't really care about that part except for other parts of the game, but PvP is the thing that's most important to me. and it's not going to have that much effect on that. He also has Elemental Link, which gives all ice allies plus 10% additional special skill damage for 4 turns. This effect can't be dispelled. Okay, where do I see using him? He's obviously an offensive hero. I don't see him fitting on defense in most cases unless your roster's kind of thin, like maybe you're free to play, cheap to play, and you happen to get a hero of the month. And this is not a bad hero of the month. There are obviously much more powerful heroes in the game, and they've really powered down the heroes of the month over time. But this is not a bad one. He doesn't do everything a sniper needs to do to be really great in this game, so he's not great either. He's just kind of like an average hero, but he can do a job, and if you use him right, he can do it pretty well. You're going to put him on offense. It's best if you can stack blue, so you can get the Elemental Link benefit here as well. And what you're really looking for with this is a strategy where you basically want to keep like statuses at bay, so the opponents are not like sharing damage or, you know, just other things that, you know, having like some kind of taunt effect where like it's really hard to break through. You want to be going against teams where you can really pick off one opponent at a time. And if you build a good team to do that, that can be a very powerful strategy. You just pick off the most threatening thing first, go for the second most, third most. Once you get the match in your favor as far as numbers go, you're more likely to win. So offense and PvP, war, raid, it's fine on offense, probably not on defense. He seems like he's going to be pretty good on or against the Titans, just because you can stack a good amount there over a long period of time, and then against bosses in events. So he can't be used everywhere. You really have to think about the team you're putting together. He's not one of the best snipers out there, but he's not terrible either. He's better than a lot of the old ones that came out several years ago. So, you know, for that reason, I think he's one of the better hero of the months we've seen in a little while. I'm going to give him a B-. Clearly by that grade, he's not great. And probably not even like I would say good is like a B, so he's probably not even quite good. He's just like average, or maybe a little better than average for a hero. And you can play with average heroes, especially when you need depth. So that's my opinion, but this is just speculation. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoy videos like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, and I will catch you in the next one.